Welcome to the Stuff and Things Podcast, your home for all stuff related to your favorite things in entertainment. Now, here are your hosts.
Hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of the Stuff and Things Podcast. I am Sam. Joining me to discuss a show or a movie everyone liked but me, it's Stefan.
Good morning, day, afternoon, evening, night, twilight, dusk, dawn.
Oh, you're adding things.
I think I got all of them that time.
Yes, clever. Yes, just cover all the bases for any time people are listening. And by the way, I do find it intriguing. People listen to us at very different times.
Oh.
So when we get messages in, people often will say like, oh, I listen to you guys when I'm driving to work or on the train to work or on the train back or drive back or like commute. But we also get people to listen to us when they're in the gym. Like I get listening to music. Like if I'm in the gym, like you got the headphones on, I'm always assuming people are like, there's some metal music or some fast ass dance track. I don't. Yeah, I can't imagine like just uber chilled out kind of, just listen to some guys babble on about TV, movies. That motivate me. Maybe it motivates in a different way. Maybe they're like, I need to be in the gym or else I'll look like these guys.
Ouch.
Maybe that works.
Ouch.
All right, fine. Looks like me. Jesus, God, get so defensive. God. So yeah, the topic of this week is episode 038, a show or a movie everyone liked but you. This topic was actually suggested to us by a listener. So I added it into the mix.
Oh, okay.
And in essence, I think it all came about, because I can just about remember the thing. It all came about because I give you shit on a regular basis for not watching TV shows that we used to podcast about in favour of sitting down with the wife and watching Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, yes.
And it prompted this because Grey's Anatomy is a show which is universally loved, like around the world. Like it is a show that is just still going. Any show, American TV, that does that many episodes at that cost, that gets renewed every year like that does.
I think Disney Plus have just advertised like series 22 or 23 is just coming out.
No idea, but clearly that show has a phenomenal following. And at the time that show started, I quite liked medical TV shows. Like I loved ER, the American ones anyway. The British ones I always find a bit naff, or maybe just felt a bit too kind of, you're watching ER and it's like, oh my God, gunshot, we got like 15 people been shot. And then you watch Casualty in the UK, it's like, oh, this guy fell off a ladder. I think he's twisted his ankle. So yeah, maybe it's the level of drama is a bit different, and I'm sure they've amped it up nowadays, but I just don't watch
God,
it.
yeah, there's always something happening. Like I say, even in Grey's, the episode we last watched, they're in a bar, which is underground bar, and a car's just like driven through the roof or something.
So
that sort of thing, yeah.
Sorry, that just that hit me. I'm gonna say this because I think I will add this. So Grey's Anatomy was I watched Scrubs. Scrubs is a kind of sitcom medical show that I loved, and it's just returned for a new season. Hopefully, it's going to get renewed again. But yeah, absolutely love the show. And there was a joke on Scrubs around season 3 about Grey's Anatomy. And I think I've mentioned this to you before.
Yeah.
Where one of the interns says, oh, sorry, I haven't done that. I was up late watching Grey's Anatomy. And JD says, oh, it's like they took our lives and just put it on the screen. Now, it was a bit of a kind of tongue-in-cheek joke. Obviously, this is a medical show and Grey's Anatomy is a TV show, medical. But there was also an element of the fact that a lot of people looked at that and went, you've basically made Scrubs but taken out the comedy. You know, you've taken out the goofy nature of it, and you've made it a bit more serious because you got this character and it all seems very. But so anyway, I watched I think probably about 3, maybe 4 episodes of Grey's, and it felt to me like a kind of soap opera medical thing rather than a procedural. And I quickly was just like, nah, this isn't for me. Like this isn't. But so for a TV show, I think I'm going to hold that one up straight away. Like, it is clearly a juggernaut of a TV show that people around the world love. But me, just absolutely not. Like, and I don't know, I don't know whether maybe if I tried it at a different period of my life, because I will say is like, I used to quite like medical shows. Like, there was a show called The Good Doctor, which I watched
I've heard of this.
season 1.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
I watched season 1 of that, really liked it. But I think it might maybe season 1 and season 2 really liked it. But I had a period of time where I was in hospital and I wasn't well. And when I was recovering from that, there was an element of physical recovery and then also mental recovery. And what I found was whenever I'd watch, like season 3 of that show had come out whilst I was in hospital, and I was like, oh, I'll catch up with some TV, I'll put that on. Couldn't watch it. Like, really, like, this is almost traumatic, like PTSD inducing. I don't want to watch this.
Okay,
So I think medical stuff in general, for me, I've kind of like, so Scrubs were coming out of a new season. I was like, I'm really nervous now. Like, I really want to watch this because I love this show. But at the same time, I used to, like, Scrubs was like one of those shows I'd just put on. Like Friends, I'd just put on, or Big Bang Theory, I'd put Scrubs on. And I couldn't do that anymore either. Like, stuff would come up and I'd be like, oh no. But I have watched the new season. It was okay. I did have a few moments of a few things, but overall, I was okay. The comedy took over. I think I was alright.
Yeah,
I think when it's something as serious.
Scrubs, I enjoyed watching the latest season of Scrubs. But because I watch Grey's Anatomy, there's some times where I find the kind of slapstick humour of Scrubs a little bit like, oh. That makes it like, I think where some of the stuff is so over the top, it will either make me proper out loud laugh or eye roll. But I also think that is American humour in general.
Okay.
And the American humour stuff, even things like How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang Theory, all of those will have moments where I'll either out loud laughing or just be like, oh God, that's so American. You know?
Oh God, that's so American. Most of our audience are Americans.
It's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
No, not bad. I mean, you're a big Disneyland fan.
I am.
Like, let him
The
back in.
UK had 2 £40 million winners in the Euro Millions. Unfortunately, it wasn't me, so I will not be buying a house in Florida.
No, you wouldn't be able. You'd have to buy one of those gold visa things anyway, like, to be allowed.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's like 5 million each, but you know, weird time we live in. So Grey's Anatomy are going to hold up as a TV show from me. I'm just going to say another one from me because it's kind of or 2 more, because they're massive shows that I have just never had any interest in at all. Like, and I've seen them on all the time, and that's NCIS, which I think has like 4,000 spin-offs.
My God, yeah, every single city in America has their own version.
And the main show's like as old as me, and Law and Order, which I genuinely think's been around as long as I've been able to know what a TV is. And it's still going, by the way. Like, I did an update on our page the other day, Facebook page. We post TV and movie news, and on that I put Law and Order SVU has been renewed for seasons like 38. It's like, what the fuck? So yeah, like, those shows are clearly beloved shows that people watch, and clearly massive TV phenomenons, and I'm just like, nope.
Yeah, meh, fair enough. Yeah.
No. So I got a few more TV shows which could fall into this, but what about yourself? Have you got any?
So I have my three.
Okay, go for it.
One I've mentioned before on the podcast recently, Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, that's fair, actually.
Tried getting into it.
Yeah.
The wife has binge-watched the entire show. The in-laws have seen the movie because they binge-watched the entire show. I watched 2 episodes, looked at my wife and went, what is this crap?
Yeah.
Like, why is this so critically acclaimed? Like, this is awful.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it myself. I got to be honest, I couldn't.
I realised the only reason they said it in Birmingham is because it's the only place that still looks like that time era. They haven't had to edit anything. Just, yep, it looks like it, it's fine. But yeah, no, never ever got into it. The storyline, the characters. We have a rule between the two of us that we talk about quite often, which is the 3 episodes.
3. Yeah, 3 episode rule.
You've got to give every show 3 episodes to see, is it going to grab me?
Yep.
I got through 2 and just went, no. No more.
That's fair. Yeah.
But that is... No, Netflix have just made a massive movie on it and everyone loves it. And I'm like, no, I just couldn't...
Yeah, globally as well. Like, I see American audiences flock to it. And I'm like watching a Jon Stewart on The Daily Show just suddenly mention it. And I'm like, that's so surreal to me. Like, it's just not a show that I think of as that good. But yeah, no. So Peaky Blinders is a good one, man.
Peaky Blinders. The next one, Breaking Bad.
Ooh, controversial.
Everybody loved Breaking Bad, and I don't know if I just got into it at the wrong time and kind of missed the hype of it all, or what. But I tried a couple of times to watch it.
I have an interesting thing with Breaking Bad, right?
Yeah.
Me and you were part of the same Tottenham Hotspur sort of group at the time, and I was talked into watching it by the team of people there.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So the people you knew. And the thing with it, which I found really interesting, is I got probably about 5 or 6 episodes in, and I realised I didn't like any of the characters. Like, there was no one in it I was rooting for.
Yeah.
They were all, in their own way, awful people. And what I found interesting...
Issue, couldn't it? That really could. If you're watching a TV show and none of them are clicking about, that's an issue.
But you see, now, what I found interesting was I'm watching it, and that is how I'm feeling. But at the same time, I was like, I kind of want to know how this ends. Because I knew at that point the show had ended, right? I came to it, I wasn't... I think if I'd watched, like, this is the first few episodes of season 1, I'd have gone, yeah, this, like, I don't care. Like, they all friggin' die in a car crash, you know? It's like, I don't like any of them. But because I knew, like, I'm watching this and I've got 4 seasons to watch, I had this kind of almost OCD level of, like, I need to watch this to the end. Like, I need to know how this friggin' thing ends. And every episode I'd watch it and I'd be like, okay, all right, I'll just watch another one because
one step closer to the end. Come on.
Yes, that's how it felt. It felt weird. Like, so, someone said to me, like, oh, wasn't it amazing? I was like, yeah, I mean, there's stuff in it that's really quite smart and quite kind of interesting, but would I ever watch it again? No. Like, I've watched, like, The Walking Dead went that way. Like, The Walking Dead towards the end felt nothing like the first season.
Yeah.
But I've watched season 1 of The Walking Dead maybe 5 times. Like, different times I've watched it and watched it again. Like, it is art. It is brilliant. And yet, if someone said to me, it's like, oh, I've never watched Breaking Bad, will you watch it with me? I'd genuinely be like, nah, don't bother. I'll tell you what happens.
Yeah, let me give you a brief breakdown. I'm going to save you some time.
So that one's interesting because you're right. It was an absolute global thing where if you say you didn't like it, people are ready to fight you on it. I watched everything, including the film they did afterwards. And
they did a film?
Yeah. There was a follow-up film with one of the characters.
And wasn't there another? There was a spin-off show as well, Calling Sal or something, wasn't it?
Better Call Saul.
Saul, that is it. Yeah.
again, critically acclaimed, beloved. I never watched it.
No, fair enough.
I just like I think it's fair. I think it's controversial. I think it's one of those shows where a lot of people are going to be mad at you and mad at me now for saying this.
Oh no, don't you worry. The next one is the one.
All right, good. Will I be mad at you for the next one?
I don't know, possibly.
Oh, good. I like that. Okay,
So
cool.
just touching on, so with the Breaking Bad thing. Now, there was a stage where Game of Thrones was out.
Yeah.
We did the last season during the podcast.
Yeah.
And I remember spending years building up to that with everyone like looking down on me like, what do you mean you've never watched Game of Thrones? And just being like, no, never watched it, never been a thing for me, don't really care too much for it.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad kind of went a bit like that for a while.
Yeah.
I remember. Now, the last one that critically acclaimed,
Yeah.
universally loved, spin-offs like you would not believe.
Okay.
I have watched different spin-offs of it, and overall the whole thing I could not care less about at all.
Okay.
Star Trek.
What?
Honestly, I have watched The Next Generation, I've watched the latest... What was the latest one that came out? Was it Discovery or something? I tried an episode of that because my dad was watching it. I've tried to... I have
What
never
is
got
it
into
about Star Trek you don't like?
I've just never got into it. I don't know what it was. I don't know why. I have never, ever got into Star Trek. Ever.
I mean, like all things, some are better than others, but...
Like, I grew up with my mum and dad watching Jean-Luc Picard and all that, and... Yeah, I just never got me.
I am shook.
I know. And I say, I've probably just, signed death warrants with listeners.
You feel like you know a person, and and then they reveal something like this, and you're like, I have watched, different versions of the franchise. And I feel
for
like one of those
another,
neighbours, like on the news, they're being interviewed, and they're like, "Oh, did you realise your next door neighbour ate his children?" And I'm like, "No, seemed like such a nice guy." I feel like that right now. I feel like I don't know you at all.
I know, I'm sorry, but yeah, when you told me what this podcast was going to be about, that was the one that was straight away was like, yeah, I've never watched the movies.
I mean, one of the things I do find funny about the sci-fi kind of thing is there's always this kind of Star Wars versus Star Trek thing, like you have to be one or the other, and I never really understood that because I like both.
Yeah.
And like with both, there's certain aspects of it I enjoy more than others. Like there's certain shows in amongst it which I enjoy more than others. So like with Star Trek Discovery, didn't really enjoy it. The premise of it annoyed me. A female character called Michael. By the way, this is hilarious, right? Why does that bug me? and the reason why I'm saying that is because there's no logical, like it's space. They've all got why a character they're called Iggy Bogaboogu or whatever is fine with me, but a woman called Michael, my brain's like, no, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, what is that about?
I can't and I'm so annoyed at myself that it annoyed me. Like, hello, Michael. Like, that's not Michael. That's a lady. It's and that's so that's so dumb. It's so dumb that bothered me, but it did. I wish I could say why, but it did. Like I said, it makes no sense. I'm watching a show like space, aliens everywhere, but a woman called Michael is too far.
That's where you're like, no, this is ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like my brain just couldn't wrap my head around. Maybe it's because I know Mike. I don't know.
Do you know a Michael? I do know a Michael. Just
shows weird brain thing for me. But overall, Discovery I found a bit odd. Like the premise of it was odd to me. Like there's a time travel element to it, and it just felt like, oh, this is too much. But they did another one, Strange New Worlds, which is like a prequel to the original series. And I'm loving that. That's really good. That kind of takes you back to a young Spock and stuff like that. And it's just, Yeah, I feel like they've got the tone of that right, where it's like there's like an adventure every week, an overarching story. Yeah, it's good. I enjoy that one. And there was an animated show called Lower Decks, which was set in the Picard era, the TNG era,
Oh, okay.
and was animated and was basically a comedy. And the whole premise of it is all the people on the lower decks don't actually have a fucking clue what's going on. Like the ship like's in a battle and they're in the lower decks like, are we winning? Are we losing? I don't know.
Why do we keep moving around so much?
Yeah, yeah. So that was very funny. I enjoyed that. But yeah, there's loads of Star Wars that I enjoy and some that I don't. There's loads of Star Trek that I enjoy, some that I don't.
Yeah, no, never.
But yeah, not for you.
And then an honorary mention goes out to Doctor Who.
Yeah, and see,
Couldn't give a fuck about Doctor Who.
Stop. Wait. You need to stop now. I may even need to edit this out because the Star Trek thing, I think we're going to get a lot of people calling for your dismissal from the podcast. I had Doctor Who on my list and I put a line through it because I realised that Whovians are mad bastards. And I don't want sonic screwdrivers showing up at my house. You need to leave it. Just leave it away.
But I've tried multiple doctors and friends of mine that I've had in the past that have
You're
been
not leaving it, are you?
No, I'm not leaving it. I'm going to carry on. They have your email address, not mine. No, I've had friends and stuff that are massive Doctor Who fans, and even like David Tennant, who is an actor who I think is incredible. I watched a couple of episodes and just went, "What is this?"
Yeah, I've never got into Doctor Who, so I'm going to list a couple of others. The TV show Lost, everyone loved it. I thought it was absolute garbage.
Never
Babylon
watched
5, everyone loved that. I thought was just like a cheap knockoff of better TV. Farscape made me want to drive my head through a wall. Definitely not for me. And finally, and probably the one that will get me the most hate with sci-fi fans around the world, I don't think Firefly was any good. It's got like a cult following. It was one season and cancelled, and it was cancelled for a reason. It wasn't very good. And people, like, they brought it back for this animated show, and people are over the moon about it. And I'm like, I swear, with one season of that, you're all going to be going, oh yeah, this actually isn't very good.
Why
we'll
did
see.
we watch this? It's crap. Yeah.
So that's a list of TV. That's definitely gonna get some opinions thrown our way, which I understand. Movies. A movie that everyone liked, but me, it was like really kind of weird for me because it's like the TV, I guess, is all kind of subjective. But I'm going to start with one which is going to upset one of our listeners for sure. And that's the movie 300.
Oh, okay.
It's this weird kind of live action animated hybrid kind of thing, for one. It's stylized, if you like.
Okay, yep.
I'm a history nerd. It's shit. Like, there's a lot of real elements involved, but like, there's just lots of shouty, look how tough I am, look at my abs, look at my computer generated this, and a lot of people love that film. And I'm just looking at them judging quite harshly.
Judging people because I can.
Another one which people fucking loved, and again makes me like, what the shit, and this could just be an age thing, and that's the Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio, and they stylized it with modern times, and they're like showing up in cars with guns.
Yeah,
that is really shit. Like,
I remember
seriously.
watching that. I was in school, and that was kind of the Romeo and Juliet that we watched for how to modernise Shakespeare. And I just remember going, no, this is crap.
Thank you. Yeah, 100%. Now I'm going to mention a Disney film.
Okay.
A Disney animated film. that is beloved by millions around the world, and I think is probably the worst Disney film ever made, and that's saying something. And that's Pocahontas.
Oh, okay.
For so many reasons.
Okay.
It is awful. Like, start to finish, the story of this, start to finish. But just, it is not a good film. And my daughter, Disney phase, watching all of them, she never watched Pocahontas. She never thought that was any good. Or maybe it was me saying, no, let's try something else. But yeah, Pocahontas for me, absolute trash. But people love it. So that's just my humble opinion.
It's not the best Disney film. Not at all. No, I'll give you that.
I will say every sequel, even though they've not been released, all of them yet, to Avatar.
Wow, you don't like the Avatar films?
So Avatar, the first film, is a clear and obvious retelling of the American colonization of killing every Native American. It is Manifest Destiny. It is quite literally a telling of white Americans slaughtering Native Americans.
Yeah.
It is a standalone film which tells that story in a sci-fi setting that I watched and went, I mean, that was brutal. When you know the history, that was brutal. But it was a good film, clever film, smart setting. Okay. When he announced he was going to make 5 sequels to it, my initial reaction was like, to what? What's the sequel? The sequel 2 is going to be, well, we didn't slaughter them all that time, so we're going to try again. And then sequel 3 is going to be, but we didn't slaughter them all that time, so we're going to try again.
So the second one is The Way of Water. I watched that at the end of this year, actually.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
See, now it's difficult with Avatar films because they're so freaking long.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're waiting for the entire movie for the action to happen. And then in 15 minutes, it's all happened, and you're like, oh,
Totally your sex tape.
Yeah. 15 minutes, I wish.
No. It was the first part. You wait all this time.
And then that's it.
Yeah, and then that's it. Totally your sex tape.
Like, I didn't think they're bad movies. I don't think they're anywhere near as good as what everyone makes them out to be. I wouldn't say they're bad, but I wouldn't say they're great either. They are just incredibly long to watch.
Look, this is a personal opinion thing. Like, this is like Pocahontas, people are going to want to claw my eyes out over that. And other people are going to be like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The Romeo and Juliet thing, every girl I was at school with thought it was the most amazing thing. Whether they still do now, but at the time, if I'd said this is shit, I would have got like no end of abuse. So at that time, I was like, oh, isn't this wonderful? Let's go home together. So yeah, that was Romeo and Juliet. 300, I've been quite vocal about how trash that is from day one. The Avatar sequels, even though they're not all out yet, I will tell you I will continue to think are trash. Another franchise where I'm literally calling out the sequels, The Matrix.
Yep.
The first film, genius. Such a smart concept. Brilliant idea. Thought-provoking. Made everyone start questioning deja vu.
Yes. Yeah.
You see the same person twice in a row, you start to think, shit, I'm in the Matrix.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah. Brilliant. You start picking up payphones thinking, can I get out of this? Brilliant film. And it like a sound, it just fitted the time it was released brilliantly. Everything about it. Every single sequel got progressively worse. To the point where, again, I want to ram my head through a wall. Like the dialogue, the script. It was almost like they went, this film is so good. The studio said, make more money. And they went, okay.
I guess we could try to, maybe. Yeah.
And they finally made I remember they made like a fourth one. And the whole thing was like, 2 and 3 didn't really get well received. So we're making a fourth one to kind of make up for that. We want to land it better. And I was like, oh, okay, great. Like, I'll give that a go then. And I watched it and I'm like, the very start, I'm sorry if this is a spoiler for anyone, but the start of the fourth film is like, oh, by the way, he's back in the Matrix because he chose to. And you're like, what? What? The Matrix? What? He spent 3 films breaking the fucking thing, and now you're telling me the start of the fourth is like, yeah, he decided, fuck it.
The third one was so crap, he's gone back in to fix it.
Yeah, it's like the real world is so trash. It's like, you know what? Screw it. I'd rather live in a fantasy. So yeah, the Matrix sequels can all get in the bin, and if you like them, you can join them. Okay. I'm not even gonna do the whole. I could be right.
Everyone has an opinion. No, they are trash.
No, they did it along in a dumpster fire. And I'm going to finish with this last one because I've mentioned it on other podcasts of like the only film I was kicked out of, and that's Titanic. It is loved. That film is so loved, and yet there's so much in it that's wrong.
It's not even a good film.
But there's so much in it that's just like, this is really weird. So every time...
I am not a Titanic fan.
Paint me like one of the French girls. Okay, get the cans out, love. But yeah, I just... Titanic, there is something about that film which... Because I like disaster movies, by the way. And I feel like that someone made a Titanic film which was like really... Because there's loads of different little aspects, because they basically turned it into a love story. My Heart Will Go On, all that.
Oh, yeah.
I think that song is what really bugs me about that film. Because I have heard that song probably 1,000 friggin' times a year since it came out, at least. And again, at the time it came out, every girl I knew was like, oh, this song is like everything, and it says everything I want to say without saying it. I'm like, oh, this song, great, brilliant, wonderful. Yeah. Your Heart Will Go On.
Brilliant. Let's listen to it again.
Yeah. let's stick it on repeat while we do stuff. Anyway, Titanic, get in the bin as well. You can stay at the bottom of the ocean. But if you wanted to make a disaster movie version of Titanic, I'd love to see someone make it from the point of view of the conspiracy theory. Do you know the conspiracy theory with the Titanic?
Is it the one where it's not actually the Titanic that sunk?
Yes. Yes, so basically they had one ship that was fucked and they built the Titanic and then swapped them so they could do an insurance job.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's one of those ones where I'm like, it's so brutal and so many people died. You're like, please don't let that be real.
I mean, I would love to say that, well, that's ridiculous. Of course no one would do that. And then I look around the world and I'm like, yeah, they would.
The multi-million pound insurance payout.
Yeah,
oh, no.
Yeah, they would. Oh, this is awful. And, White Star Liners, where are they now? Wait a minute, let's look this up. They are called Tesla. Interesting. No.
Yeah.
Evil Corp. I wonder.
Evil Shipping Incorporated. Oh my god.
Evil Incorporated. So, movies. Do you have any for movies?
I have a list.
Oh, what, more than 3 this time?
Oh yeah. Some more controversial than others.
And these are films that were universally loved, but you didn't like them?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so number 1 on your list.
So number 1 is a little group of films.
Okay.
Not a sequel thing like you've done, but...
Yeah.
Anchorman, Elf, Step Brothers.
You just don't like anything with Will Ferrell.
I cannot stand Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Universally 3 loved movies. Me, I have no interest in watching them at all.
Well,
in fact, I watched half an hour of Elf at Christmas this year. Wish I hadn't.
See, I find that it's interesting because I try and think to myself, is there an actor that literally kills something for me like that? And I don't think there is. Like, there's a load of actors I don't like, and when they're in things, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, but for me, I think he just tries too hard to be funny. Like, for me, he is not a naturally funny person.
Do you like Jim Carrey?
I do like Jim Carrey.
Do you see the irony in what you just said?
Yes, because you hate Jim Carrey, don't you?
No, I don't. I like Jim Carrey.
You like Jim Carrey?
Just the definition of someone trying too hard to be funny is Jim Carrey.
Ace Ventura and that lot. Yeah, no, I get that.
It literally is far worse than Will Ferrell. But you just don't like Will Ferrell.
Just don't like Will Ferrell.
And that's the thing. But with this, these are movies that you have seen, watched, everyone else loves and you don't like. But I think these three, you hate Will Ferrell.
I have seen part of Anchorman and I've seen part of Elf. Does that count?
No.
Okay.
No. Scrap these. You just don't like Will Ferrell. We could do a podcast called Actors Everyone Loves.
Oh, mate, I'm good for that. Okay, so back to films I have had to watch. And
Yeah.
Borat.
Yeah, see, that's... Yeah.
Everyone loves Borat, and I just watched it going, I was in the cinema watching that.
It's very nice. I can do the Borat. Do you find that it's because it's cringe? Like, it is cringe comedy.
I don't know.
And some people love it, and I can't. Like, because he also did a film called The Dictator, which is not the same thing, because he's not doing it around real people. That is like a scripted film. And he's just as over the top, but it's very funny to me, because he's mocking the kind of world while he's doing it. The Borat thing is clever. I know it's clever, but it's so cringy. Like the Ali G stuff. When I was younger, that was the thing. Everyone my age, Ali G was incredible. Those interviews he did.
Yes, I didn't like him. I didn't like Ali G either.
They just make me cringe.
Yeah.
Like I am just like dying that he's saying that to people. And so Borat's like the same. So that's very nice. But there are little snippets, like someone shows me a clip every now and again, like, this is my neighbour, here's a dickhead. It's funny. Like, that is funny. Like, the tone, the way it's delivered is funny. But an entire movie of it, I'm kind of with you. Like, that's not my thing at all. So, yeah, okay, I'm going to back you up on that one.
Another film that I watched the majority of and then just kind of zoned out, and I don't know what I did because I can't remember the rest of it.
Yeah.
The hot tub time machine.
You wash your mouth out with soap. They are genius movies.
No, see, I watched the first one. I know I watched it. Yeah. I can't tell you anything that happened in that movie. I zoned out so hard.
I think...
But again, everyone loves that movie. And, like, I have, like, family members and my wife's family talk to me about it. And I'm like, yeah?
You must have films, like, because I sometimes I pick these, like I put that on a couple of weeks ago, like I was at loose end, I literally put Hot Tub Time Machine on. Like, it's such a stupid film. Like, the premise of it is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, but it kind of, because it's ridiculous, it kind of works. But like, it's one of those things where I think if you're not, like, the current generation, the whole thing is like, oh, they're on their phones whilst they're watching TV, so they're going to miss stuff. You need to spell it out. I think it's one of those films where if you're not fully into the beginning of it, you're going to feel completely out of it for the whole film, because it's going to be like, this is so fucking dumb. Yeah. Whereas if you watch the beginning, which is kind of serious setup of, like, this guy is in a serious mental health crisis. This guy's going to, like, they're all friends from being kids, and they had this moment of being kids at this place, which they're trying to recreate because they're all in, like, really bad place. And then they get there, and the fucking and the hot tub's a time machine. Like, the premise, fucking ridiculous. But if you follow that beginning bit, because it's ridiculous, they kind of hang a lantern on how ridiculous it is. It's funny. But if you don't, it just, I can imagine it feels like a car crash.
Yeah, it's one of those, I just never... See, I can't tell you pretty much any other film. I know I watched it.
There is a hot tub. It takes you back in time. You don't need to know more than
that. No, that's about it.
They made two of them, and they're both quite funny, in my opinion.
I say they made a sequel, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so another two that I've got that kind of go together a little bit.
Yeah.
Grease and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. 2 musicals that I cannot stand.
Ooh, that's... So, I think we're going to get a lot of people calling you out on Grease. I'm not going to be one of them.
It's crap!
I have never once.
It's so crap.
It's not good. But it is beloved, though, man.
It is beloved. My wife and...
Can you explain to me why they float off into the sky at the end?
Oh, that's the bit I've got that links it to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. That was why.
Oh, okay.
That
Flying cars.
Flying car. But it's just... The whole thing is just like, this is crap.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, we love you. As a kid, I loved that film. I've not watched it as an adult. I don't think.
Don't watch it.
Well,
ever.
no, but what I mean is, I don't think I can be. I don't think I can be fair on this. Like
the amount of times I have walked into the living room and my wife and kids are sat there, and that movie is on, and I'm like, seriously. It was crap 6 months ago. It's still crap now. Why are you watching this?
But they like it.
Yeah.
So I think we'll chalk these down to just personal preferences. The funny thing on that is, like, you are a musicals guy. I'm not. Like, when people burst in a song in a film, I typically go nope and turn it off.
Yeah. What are you doing singing in the street, you weirdo?
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, no, okay, all right.
Yeah, no, Grease. Grease is just awful movie.
Yeah. Yeah, have you not had chills? Were they not multiplying?
Everyone knows the song. I just don't know why.
Grease mega mix. Yeah.
That's it.
Chills, they're multiplying.
Oh yeah, no, it's awful.
And the whole premise is a bit, sex offendery. But anyway.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's
not quite as bad as Dirty Dancing, by the way. Which when you watch now, like, holy shit, that's messed up.
Yes.
The guy's 30, she's 17. Her dad doesn't approve. No shit, he doesn't approve.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, I'm a dad. My daughter's 17. I'd have had him murdered. Anyway, next film on your list, sir.
God, yeah, no, that's just taking it to a whole nother...
I know, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think of it like that.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I like ruining films for people. What's next on your list?
That is it. I think that is my list. Ending with those two. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
brilliant.
a massive fan of Top Gun, but I wouldn't say it's a film I hate that everyone loves. Like, I wouldn't say I hate it. I'm not a massive fan, but I wouldn't say I hate it.
Did you watch the sequel?
I have.
Did you like it?
It was okay.
It was okay. That's fair. That's fair.
It was okay.
Can you? And this is putting you on the spot. And by the way, I've not thought of one. But can you think of something that you like that is universally hated?
Okay. I thought Madame Web was watchable. The entire world was like, nope. I'm not saying it was a good movie, but I thought it was watchable.
Do you want to know the timing of this is unbelievable? A little inside information here, right? Just before we started recording this podcast, Stefan had to take a phone call. Whilst he was doing that, I loaded TikTok to kill some time waiting to hear from him. I swear to all of the gods this is true. A TikTok came on where a guy was discussing how much he doesn't want to go to this baby shower with his wife. And he says, I would rather jerk off using sandpaper. No, wait. I would rather watch Madam Web again. and I cracked up because I'm like, oh, fuck, yeah, that is worse. And like, I mean this, like, I would rather put my dick in a blender than watch that film again. And you tell me on a regular basis, it's not that bad.
It's not great, but it's watchable.
It's not.
I
say it's
watchable. Actually, I don't think I have seen it since I saw it at the cinema.
Like,
Maybe
Sydney Sweeney is an infinitely beautiful woman who is watchable in everything she does. But that shouldn't distract from the fact that film is bad.
It is one of those ones. I realise I defend it quite often as being watchable. I am starting to think to myself, maybe I do need to actually watch it again.
So, the other one that got me was Craven the Hunter, right?
Oh, yeah, go on.
So there's a line in that. There's this moment in that film, and I swear it just encapsulates the Spider-Verse without Marvel's input.
See,
right?
I haven't seen this movie yet.
Okay, well, there's just one thing in it, right? Craven.
Yep.
I am the greatest hunter on earth. There is no one can hide from me. I need your help to find someone. Is literally what the dialogue is. And I'm watching it and I'm like, are they gonna laugh? Is the person gonna laugh? Okay, I'll help you. That was a serious fucking... What? I
am the greatest ever hunter. No one can hide from me, apart from this guy.
Apart from this
really
one
good.
person, like, I need some help to find this one. I remember watching
fantastic.
it, but by the way, there's others in there that's like that, and you're just watching, and you're like, okay, the writers are taking the piss. Like they've done this script as a joke, right? Was this released on April 1st? It had to have been released on April 1st. But I remember the marketing that film, and me looking at it going, oh, that could be interesting. That could be interesting. Well, he's a decent actor. No.
Because he was lined up to be James Bond for it. I don't know if he still is lined up for it, but
Yeah, they don't have anyone lined up for that at the moment. They can't build a plan for that. There's the rumors about the whole Bond thing are hilarious. They got one lot who are like, this will make a brilliant TV series more than a film. You've got another lot, they're like, no, it's film franchises, we just need to reboot it. And apparently you've got a whole other train of, we have the Daniel Craig Bond, yes, we're going to recast, but he didn't die. But he can't go back around anyone he loves because of this thing, so he's going to be like a rogue agent going forward. And then you have a fourth thing, it was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it all. let's do a brand new Bond when he's young movie franchise. We're going to do a continuation series as if Bond is dead, and we're going to do, oh, he's not actually dead, and here's a film follow-up of what he's doing over there.
oh my god.
So they've been kind of in and like the Broccoli family were like held it for years, like Amazon, they were like, yeah, peace out bitches, this is a nightmare.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, we're good luck. Good luck. We think we did well with it. You see what you can do now. You own it.
Oh my god.
Because we're not sticking our name on any of this. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's all rumour stuff, but the longer it goes without them announcing anything, the more these rumours seem true. That they genuinely have like a writer's room of just, we don't know what to do.
I mean,
like,
that could work, maybe. Does it work? Yeah.
I did read an interview, which is someone saying that, because they announced like a team, and then someone from that team left, and that person gave an interview where he was like, I've never been more angry at a fellow filmmaker than I am at the people who made the decision to kill off James Bond. He was like, James Bond should never die.
Well, yes, I agree with that.
And I was kind of like, I liked that they bookended the Daniel Craig films as like a kind of this, you can watch these as a Daniel Craig start to finish, him becoming a 007, James Bond dying at the end, leaving behind a child. You've got that kind of complete, and you can just put that on the shelf. Do you know what I mean? It's like, there you go.
Yeah.
All the ones that came before, you can watch how you want to watch them, and this is just a James Bond, bang, there it is, the Daniel Craig years. I like that, but at the same time, I don't think he should have died. Like, I just, like, it's a character. It's like, no, because what's supposed to happen with Bond is, like, even though he quit, another actor takes over. Like, that's what's happened in the past.
That's how Bond works. Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, it does feel a bit like the people who made that film were like, fuck you, next person. Good luck. How are you going to write your way out of this one? I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
you can't,
bastards.
Because what do? Do you wait a few years and then just literally start again like Casino Royale? I was like, no, we've done that. Stop. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. As long as it's James Bond, I don't mind. I guess.
Here's Jesse Bond. Nope.
Yeah, it could be. Who knows? I mean, that was the other thing. It was like, oh, we'll just continue it as 007. And I was like, yeah, I don't hate that idea, but it was James Bond. It was like this kind of.
Yes.
I think you will lose a big chunk of the audience by dropping that, but I don't know. Anyway, we went off topic, but that's us.
We did massively, yeah.
Thank you.
James Bond, universally loved and quite liked by us.
Thank you to everybody for listening. We will be back next week. Next week is Comfort TV. We're going to be talking about the TV shows that you put on wherever you're sad, whatever you're not feeling very well. They're the ones that you've probably watched 100 times already. You can possibly recite every word. Friends, I can do. Like,
yeah.
I can sometimes, like, my daughter's watching them and she'll have an episode on, I'll hear it, and I know the episode from one line. Like, oh, that's the one where this, and she's like, how? I was like, well, basically, I watched them when they first come out, and they've been on Channel 4, E4 on repeat ever since. Like, for 20 fucking years. It's like, I mean, I like it, but I'll tell you one sad thing on Friends, though, which will probably come up in the show next week, or I'll try and avoid it, because it's Comfort TV, not Depression FM. I've not watched a Friends episode since Chandler died.
No, yeah, okay. Yeah, I
Matthew
have.
Perry passed away. I've not watched an episode. Like, I've seen snippets, my daughter watching them, but I've not been able to, which is weird. I don't know why that is, but
I
used to
have,
watch
and
all the time.
it feels different.
Yeah, I think that's my fear. I think it'll upset me. So I'm like, no, the memory's good. Love that show. Over there. And like I said, I can do bloody line by line. Me and an ex used to literally do like trivia things on it. I used to let her win. She thought she won. She did really. Anyway, keep score. That's how you make sure you're the winner. Or that's how you make sure the other person wins, if that's what you need to happen.
Whatever you need, you can do it.
Whatever you need. But that's next week. That'll be episode 39. Then, of course, the following week, episode 40, is where we once again dive into feedback messages and questions and things from the past 10 shows. So please do get in touch with us. You can do that via email, sam@stuffandthangspodcast.com. Get in touch via the Facebook page. You can get in touch via the podcast app. Please do, and we will go through them on episode 40. But yes, thank you so much for listening. It is time now for me to say goodbye and leave you with Stefan and his final thought.
Why don't they make mouse-flavoured cat food?
Thank you for listening to the Stuff and Things podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. You can find us on Facebook or online. Simply search the Stuff and Things podcast to join in our conversation every week.